happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and you're ready for a fantastic week of practicing this week. As always, because we are here for our live Monday music motivation, where I go live just about every Monday and sort of share a little bit of inspiration and motivation from sort of my clarinet life or other things that I'm thinking about and working on, and then invite you and encourage you to plan out your practice for the week so that you can have a fantastic week of practice and continue moving forward towards your next goals. So speaking of next goals, this one, the topic that I wanted to cover today is a little bit broader than just our sort of normal weekly goals, but I want to talk a little bit about your summer goals. I know we do a lot around New Year's and sort of planning some New Year's resolutions and sort of yearly goals, and I think now that we're really coming up on summer, we're just about at the end of May here, is a great time to check back in with sort of those yearly goals, see where you're at, maybe readjust and recalibrate and figure out how you're going to reach those goals over the summer. And you may have found that you've set a goal at around New Year's and maybe you've already achieved that goal, so now you can set a new goal for the summer. You may find that you set a goal at New Year's and completely forgot about it, so now's a great time to sort of revisit that and redial into that. And you may not have set a New Year's goal at all, so now's a great time to get started with a new goal. So I think no matter where you're coming from sort of in your journey, I think it's a great time to sort of recalibrate, really get dialed in on what you want to achieve and what you want to accomplish over this summer. I think summer is also a great time for sort of planning and starting to think about some goals and things like that, because we have usually a bit more time. Maybe there's just longer days, give you a little bit more energy and a little bit more time to practice. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I'm sorry, and you're going into winter, so you have the opposite of this. But a lot of times as we go into summer as well, we sort of wrap up our concert seasons, our community bands are sort of wrapping up and off for the summer, or maybe we have summer bands that we're getting started and going into. But again, no matter where you're at, I think it's a great idea to sort of think about what are the plans, what are you trying to achieve over this summer. And I think it's really important that we always sort of have a big picture goal that we're aiming towards, or else we will really stagnate. I think a lot of times it's easy to just be playing and just think, I just want to keep playing and keep playing in the band and keep contributing to the band the way that I am and sort of keep doing the same exercises that I've been doing. And that's great if you have things that you feel like are really serving you well and you feel like you're really accomplishing things and achieving things and more or less playing the way that you want. Totally fine. But what if we could do even a little bit better? And that's what I'm here for the Monday Music Motivation, is to push you a little bit, encourage you a little bit to go a little further, go a little deeper with things. If you find yourself thinking, I'm really satisfied and really happy where I'm at, then I can't recommend more to listen to some great clarinet playing and sort of broaden your horizons and open your mind to the possibilities, because I guarantee no matter where you're at in your playing, there's another level in there and another step that you could take forward in the journey to improve even something little. Once you get sort of very good at playing, those improvements become smaller and smaller, but they're still there. Like maybe can you play a little bit more musically? Maybe you can have a little bit more finesse and control over the starts of notes or the ends of notes, or make the big leaps a little easier, or widen the extremes of your dynamic range so that you have more control at even softer volumes and even louder volumes, etc., etc. There's always room for improvement, and that's the fun of the music journey and clarinet playing journey that we're all on, is there's an infinite skill ceiling, so we can always be doing better, finding more things to work on. And if you're having trouble finding more things to work on, listening is the best thing that you can do to really just get some great playing in your ear and really have some ideas on what is possible on the instrument and what else you can do. Now, on the other hand, you may be at the point where you have a whole laundry list of opportunities for improvement and things that you want to work on, and that's great as well. Pick one of those things and really go after it and really sort of hone in on what is the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference. And oftentimes you can take that long list of sort of surface level problems and kind of simplify that down into maybe one or two fundamentals, and that fundamental might clear off a bunch of those surface level problems. So say, for example, it's like upper clarion articulation, sometimes squeaking when crossing the break, sometimes having trouble getting certain notes to come out, and maybe like big leaps are kind of scary. Those are 4 surface level problems that can pretty much all be fixed by better air and embouchure support, better sound quality, plus maybe a little bit of finger work to make sure that the fingers are coordinating perfectly and really landing on the holes and really sealing the holes. So that's a whole list of problems that can be tackled with just 1.5 fundamentals to think about. And really you can work on those 1.5 fundamentals by doing really good long tones and doing some scale work. So that's an example of how we can sort of take those surface level things that we want to achieve and boil them down into fundamentals, and then dig into those fundamentals for the summer. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, is as we're really officially getting into summer, be thinking about what is it that you really want to accomplish this summer. Create a plan, make it actionable. If you've ever seen any of my New Year's resolutions videos, it's always about making sure that your plan is tangible. You'll be able to know if you achieved it or not by whatever the end time frame is. Make sure that it's actionable so that your plan isn't just, oh, I want to have better sound. First of all, it's not very tangible, because do you really know if you had better sound? It's a little tangible, but the actionable part of that is not actionable at all, because there is no action in just, I want to have better sound. That's just hoping that you're going to have better sound eventually. Actionable would be doing long tones, really slowing down on the long tones, really getting picky with the long tones, and listening and stuff like that for actionable. And then the last one is make it easy. Don't make it, I need to do an hour of long tones every day, because you'll do that maybe 2 days and absolutely get burnt out and tired and hate doing long tones, and your mouth will hurt. So make it easy. Make it 1 line of long tones every time you practice, maybe 3 days a week. Something simple like that. So tangible, actionable, easy. Get those goals going for summer so that you can have a fantastic summer of playing clarinet. And that fantastic summer of playing starts with filling out our practice template. I haven't done mine yet for the week, but this is what the template looks like. You just fill out your date for the week, reflection of how things are going, your goal for what you want to accomplish this week, and then your plan for how you're going to make that happen, when you're going to make that happen. I'll go back so you can see how some of that looks. So it's like, this day at this time, this is what I'm going to practice, so that you're really clear on what you want to do. And then you take that plan, you put it in your calendar, you put it in your planner, you set reminders, whatever it takes to make sure that you actually stick to those appointments, because those are the appointments that when you show up for those, you're going to reach that weekly goal. And when you reach that weekly goal, you're going to reach that goal for the summer, and then reach that goal for the year, and then reach that goal for the decade, and be the clarinetist that you've always wanted to be. So that's all I got for you today. I hope that gives you a little bit to think about. I hope that you have some awesome summer plans. Comment down below and let me know what you're doing this summer to achieve your goals and what goals you have for this summer. Thanks so much for watching. Next week, I'm going to be out of town and sort of taking the weekend off from the normal Saturday video, and I'll be off on Memorial Day for the Monday Music Motivation. So I will not see you next week, but I will see you in 2 weeks for the next live Monday Music Motivation. And just because we're not live, you can still fill out your template for next week and keep that practice momentum going. And I hope that you have a fantastic 2 weeks of practice, and I will see you next time on the next live Monday Music Motivation. Have a great couple weeks, everybody.